go. New York Knicks, let's go. Stand up. The New York Knicks got the streets buzzing right now. Knicks Nation, we here, we back here. Salute to the chat. Salute to Replay Gang. Salute to the mods out here. What a game. The New York Knicks sweep the Bulls in the Windy City. And things are really buzzing right now. Ready to talk about this big win tonight. 6 in a row, baby. We here. 6 straight. Off intense, gritty D. And let's talk about it. New York Knicks Nation, stand up. Exciting basketball to watch. And the New York Knicks are laying it all out there. Fam, excited to see what comes of this. And the Knicks continue to roll right now. Snatch the Bulls' heart out right now. Faced adversity tonight again. In this game, we know these home and homes ain't easy, ladies and gentlemen. But the Knicks, on the back of a lot of heroes tonight, stood up, man. Quentin Grimes, Jalen Brunson, Julius Randle, RJ, Barrett, Bully Barrett is really back right now. And a huge performance tonight. We absolutely put the clams down on the Bulls again, snatched their heart out, right, late in the second quarter when they rallied. The Bulls got up by about 8, and the Knicks just, on the back of a couple of Jalen Brunson threes, got back into the game, and then it was no looking back. Ladies and gents, salute Knicks Nation. Salute to the chat. 114 to 91. Did not expect a huge beatdown of this nature, but nonetheless, we salute. We take it. And great things happen, when you play the right way. We move the ball, we defend, stop dribble penetration. We weren't fouling as well. Julius Randle making great decisions, moving the ball. Quentin Grimes, 3-ball money. Jalen Brunson, career high, 6 3-pointers. Ice in his veins, taking advantage of those mismatches on the switch with Nikola Vucevic switching on that. And let's get it, ladies and gentlemen. David, salute all Knicks fans. Yeah, salute you. Salute Geraldine. Salute to the chat. The Six God, Quentin Grimes out here balling, fam. Absolutely. Tariq, salute, fam. I'm hyped. Let's get it. David says 7-0 or better. Right, yeah. I just tweeted out, ladies and gents, what's better than 6? 7. That's what's better than 6 right now. NBA streets, if they don't know, now they know. Ladies and gentlemen, respect on the Knicks now. From Tom Thibodeau, from the front office, to this playing group, staying with it. That's it right there, fam. That's a tap. Punch them in the mouth, right? Knock them out, right? That was a straight haymaker, knockout blow to the Chicago Bulls. Could be the nail in their coffin for the season right now. And in terms of that, Zach LaVine looked, furious with that situation. The we back here season, this could be it with that situation. And I'm here to talk about it tonight, that this play is very, very sustainable because, the Knicks are hitting shots, but they're playing intense defense, and that's what is sustainable. The way we're playing, locking people down, making it difficult for everyone, passing lanes, disciplinary, salute. Right here, let's get it. Right. Drew, the second coming, Quentin Grimes, 6 God of Clay. I heard the Bulls broadcast, Stacey King. Actually, someone tweeted out, salute to them, that Stacey King said Quentin Grimes looks like Allen Houston right now, and we know that already. But it was just funny to hear that happen. The way announcers talk about that. Yeah, the streets is buzzing. The streak is buzzing as well. Pop that like button as well. Geraldine, 6 in a row. Lucky 7 on the way, right? You already know what it is. We'll look at the road ahead. We'll give out the grades to these heroes tonight, including the coach, Tom Thibodeau, as well. We keep it respectful in terms of the opponent. Chicago, I feel for them in a way because, the Knicks have been down that road. I know what it feels like as a New York Knicks fan to spend money on talent like that, and it just doesn't get you anywhere. Nikola Vucevic, Zach LaVine, DeMar DeRozan. They really miss Lonzo Ball with that situation. Lonzo Ball is like our Jalen Brunson. He makes things go, for the Bulls, fam. But, I'm not going to dwell on the Bulls at the moment. It's all about these New York Knicks, baby. And we heard Kendrick Perkins tweet out as well. The Knicks are a great story around the league right now. One of the hottest defenses in the league, the hottest winning streak, the longest winning streak in the Eastern Conference right now. Salute Tariq. Juan, let's get it. Yeah, you called it, Tariq, as well. You stayed with it. Salute to you as well. A lot of lessons to be learned for a lot of Knicks fans and Knicks Nation. Just stick with it, man. This playing group is stuck with it, and look where we at now, man. Look where we are. We back here. We back here as well. And we back on Christmas, in the words of Jay Boogie, Cully, Papa Left, and keep an eye out on that video that's dropped as well. But yeah, we look ahead to the road ahead for the rest of this year. A big game in Indy, which I cannot wait for as well. But we took care of business in the Windy City right now. We took no prisoners out here, man. Lee, we absolutely get kicked butt. Facts. Juan, Grimes should be a second and no less third option on a team, right? Yeah, spitting facts, spitting knowledge right there. Put some respect on his name, Quentin Grimes, man. 25th overall pick, which, had a lot of people limit cap his ceiling. But to me, I saw something special in Quentin Grimes from the get-go. I've been part of one of the Grimes hive from day one, and I knew there was something more to his game. We still got more to see with Quentin Grimes. Shot clock was dwindling tonight. He flashed that move that we know. He can dribble, drive, step back, 3-point fadeaway. He's got some moves now. Is he a superstar? Probably not, but he's going to be a high level role player, at least for this team right now. Every team needs that right now. Right, yeah. Drew says, yeah, what's good, fam? Yeah, appreciate you, Drew. Let's get it. Yeah, we back. We upgraded up in this piece right here, man. We got the best chat in the biz. We got the best fan base in the biz. The best team in the biz. Let's get it. Right. Give us your thoughts, everyone. We shout you out. We keep it 100. This is healthy Knicks talk, right? For mature Knicks fans, loyalists from day one. We out here talking about it, and we've witnessed a lot as Knicks fans, right? This is something good right now, something special, and the best is yet to come, right? I said it. The best is yet to come right now. 6 streak right now, and this feels way more sustainable than the 2 year ago thing. To be honest, 4 seed 2 years ago, but this is way more sustainable because we're better offensively than that team, way better, and we're just as good or better defensively as well with these young cats laying it all out there. The New York Knicks homegrown draft picks as well that have got talent, play hard as well. I salute to Tom Thibodeau for making the switch up, right rotations as well. We'll talk about it. I feel like the Knicks, he could have subbed the starters out earlier in the game, but we took care of business. Not going to dwell on that. Yeah, Tariq, Knicks fans was panicking. It was tough to hear of. We had some bad losses, some real bad losses as well. That's what's going to happen. But the thing is, if they don't know, now they know. So let's see. Let's see how many Knicks fans really, stay with it this season, right? Even if we have a couple bad more losses, we've seen that they can turn this thing around, baby, in the blink of an eye right now. Drew, I wonder what the other teams that picked 18 to 25, yes, that includes the Clippers, are thinking right now, passing on Grimes. Yep, Bones Highland, Cam Thomas. You said it, baby. Great point. Yeah, look, Quentin Grimes, he had a higher ceiling coming out than what most people thought, and the Knicks knew this as well. They saw him light it up in Chicago at the Combine as well. Tom Thibodeau did see it. He saw something special in Quentin Grimes. So, I don't know fully who was all involved, but I know Tom Thibodeau was involved in that selection as well. So I got to salute him as well. He knows talent right there. Yeah, Quentin Grimes lit it up in the Combine, and he showed it as well. The special thing I like about Quentin Grimes is he doesn't look rushed. He doesn't look shook for a young player, second year player, he just looks like he belongs right there as well. You know, where players grow quicker than others, but Quentin Grimes has just got that no loss of confidence. You know, he said it himself. Even if he misses a few shots, he's ready to pull the trigger at any point right now. Yep. Good stew, slow cooked right now. Yes, facts, right. Development over the last few years. Let's highlight that, Tariq, with Sims, McBride going back and forth to the G League, getting reps, practice, all of that good stuff. Quentin Grimes staying ready as well, and getting some veteran mentorship, from D Rose, from some other dudes. Big task in the house. Let's get it. Streets are buzzing out here. Smash that like button as well. 6 streak as well. Look forward to see how far this streak can go. But even if we take an L in the next game or soon, it doesn't matter because the Knicks are on the rise, right? Facts. We're on the come up right now in this association. Yeah, no more sustainable because we have these young players that are ascending right now. That's something special that you can look forward to as a Knick fan, because how recently or how often have we had a group of young core like this that are playing hard, that have a bright future ahead. So we got, the coach got these players playing tough, gritty New York City ball right now, and we just took it to one of our old school rivals, the Chicago Bulls, who went all in. They had all their chips on the table with Vucevic, DeRozan, all of that. Man, we turned the lights out at the United Center. Ladies and gents, Knicks streets. We heard the United Center rain boos down on their Bulls right now due to the fact that the New York Knicks shut the lights out. That's right. In their face, right? Step back threes. Great defense from Mitchell Robinson. Point of attack defense as well. Got dragged all over the court. Facts, yep. We basically snatched their heart out, to be honest with you. They look like a team that just gave up in the end because they had no answer right now. The toughness of the New York Knicks overcame them in spades. Julius Randle was an absolute bully right now. They had no answer for that. They didn't even get one offensive rebound. To correct me if I'm wrong, but I'll look at the box score in a sec and we'll give out grades. But I think Clyde was saying on the broadcast, I don't think the Bulls got a second chance point. Let that sink in. That was Mitchell Robinson doing work. Julius Randle on the boards. RJ on the boards as well. And Jalen Brunson, I mean, what can I say now? I'm running out of words to describe Jalen Brunson. This game was tough in the second quarter. Knicks fell down in a hole, 8-8. But Jalen Brunson, like always, stood up, hit a couple of clutch threes as well on the switch, and step backs. They went down, and the Bulls were like, damn, we thought we got up. And I think we went on a huge run, something like a 30-15 run after that. Yep. Absolutely. Knicks Nation, let's get it right here. Chat absolutely buzzing. Knicks Nation buzzing. Drew says, yeah, it's funny. Once we play the Bulls, we have film on them for game 2. We just exploited their weaknesses even more. Yep. To the point where Caruso actually needed to score to keep the Bulls in. Yeah. Yep. I think their biggest weakness, if based on the 2 games I looked at, Nikola Vucevic, I mean, former All-Star, they need more out of him, right? He's soft, in no uncertain terms. He's an offensive player, but he's soft right there. DeMar giving him all he had. But, Zach LaVine got them back in it with some threes. Caruso tries, but they just don't have the soldiers we have. And it feels great. The big 15, the depth, the Knicks stand up as well. And how awesome, how magical was it to see Derrick Rose get minutes, come out on the floor, get serenaded by the Bulls faithful. I salute them. It was just a great moment. Getting on the court, hit that 3 ball. It was like basketball nirvana at that point, right? We was picking up a huge win, 6 straight. Derrick Rose getting serenaded as well. I mean, geesh, what more can you say, ladies and gents, with that? Right now, I'm rocking the J Randle 30 tee up in here and just saluting his game, bouncing back from that. Um, we'll look at the road ahead, obviously, give out grades. But yeah, this bench unit is super tight. Jericho Sims, Hartenstein giving us a little bit of offense quickly, and McBride just absolutely locking down. Now it's no joke right now. The league has got scouting on this thing right now. We're streaking in the East with 6 straight, ladies and gents, and it's off the back of the rotation change and just a renewed focus on defense for 48 minutes, right? We're hardly seeing the lapses we used to see, right? Even when we're up 15 or 20, we ain't even really lapsing like we used to as well. So to me, it looks like the team has really figured things out. They've watched film, they've looked at the scouting reports as well, and they've got some schemes and cohesion going right now. The pick and roll is a beauty of sight right now with this situation. It's almost unstoppable with a Jalen Brunson, Julius Randle pick and roll as well. They can pop, they can pick and pop, and they can also both dive to the cup as well with that situation. So, I mean, high-powered offense, scoring in the plus 100, 110s, and keeping teams under 100 again as well. We got to highlight that first and foremost. 91 points for this Bulls team that's got plenty of offensive weapons as well. Yeah. So yeah, the Bulls pick belongs to the Magic, says Drew. Tough spot, man. I know where the Bulls fans are feeling right now, right, with that situation. But yeah, they just need to bottom out right now. They need to sell those pieces and bottom out right now. The Knicks are a young age in terms of their core now. A lot of trade buzz swirling, and we're going to make some consolidation moves for this roster. But everyone looks locked in from the first guy in the rotation to the next guy in the rotation. Everyone's strapped in, ready to roll with this season, man. It's a we back here season right now, is what it looks like, because we look better than we were 2 years ago in this stretch to me, and it's very, very early days as well. That season 2 years ago, we clicked towards the end. Remember, we got the 8-game winning streak towards the end. Right now, we're on a 6-game roll, and we're only at the third, 1/3 through the season right now. So plenty more offensive cohesion to come, and defensively we're switched on right now, ladies and gents. I'm hyped with this situation as well. A huge beatdown, and there was a stat where it's like a 19% chance of winning a home and home sweep right now, and the Knicks did their business right now and took care of it. That's it, man. And one more game on the road. These Road Warriors head to Indiana as well to make it 7. That's right, make it 7. Then we go back to MSG for Golden State without Steph Curry as well. Without Steph Curry, Toronto's up and down in form right now. And then the Chicago Bulls again. 3 games in 10 days. You cannot make this ish up right now. Could we be looking at 10, baby? Looking at 11 right here. You guys tell me. I'm going to have fun tonight talking about this as well. Let's soak it up. Let's enjoy it. I'm keeping a lid on things, though, because there's plenty more to come. The best is yet to come right here. A lot of new, young Knicks fans haven't really experienced a whole lot of success. That feeling that it feels like to consistently win ball games the right way. We had that 2 years ago, but this seems far more sustainable right here. We have our all-star, 2-time potential all-stars with Brunson and Randle up in here, and I'm confident that both are going to get a huge look at being an all-star. With that said, let's give out some grades, ladies and gents. You already know what it is. So let's pull the box score up. Keep the chat buzzing, keep it rolling, smash that like button, and yeah, where do we start tonight? We're going to be giving out plenty of grades, but we're going to start with the guy at top of the box score, Julius Randle, as well. I'm saluting him. 36 minutes as well. Great to see the minutes not too high. Wasn't as efficient tonight, but was an absolute warrior on the glass tonight with 12 boards as well. 2 offensive, 4 assists, moving the ball. Julius Randle was unselfish tonight. got 3 steals as well. I'm seeing Julius Randle play smarter on the defensive side. He's in better positions. He's definitely giving better effort as well. 1 block, only 2 turnovers, ladies and gents. Plus 21, 19 points. All-star type performance from Julius Randle tonight. He gets an A, right? A straight A is Julius Randle, man. Yep, Tariq's on point as well, man. Yep, got to give that man an A. Straight A student right now. He's just giving this team everything from rebounds, hustling as well. And he's on offense, he's picking the right shots. You know what I mean? You know, like I said, 4 assists. He doesn't feel like, occasionally he'll over dribble, but he's gotten a whole lot better at that, and moving the ball and being mindful of where his teammates are and cutting and all of that good stuff. So what stands out the most? I mean, we know Julius can rebound, but 3 steals, to me, that stands out a lot as well. A couple of great interceptions as well. Not afraid to shoot the 3 ball. He hit a couple of huge threes in the corner as well when Patrick Williams wasn't respecting him out there as well. 5 of 7 from the line as well. So Julius Randle, this ain't nothing new. He's absolutely on a tear at the moment, playing like an all-star right now. There's no doubts about it with that situation. Real got to recognize real with that. Breaking bread, freedom, salute in the house. Team ball is the best ball. If they keep it up, it will take us a long way. Yep, absolute facts, salute. Team ball, man, you said it. You said it. They don't look selfish out there. They're playing for each other, moving the rock, and sharing is caring right there. Quentin Grimes getting open looks, and I've got to salute Jalen Brunson. I feel is the top of that list in terms of getting that thing moving right there. The ball movement is absolutely fluid now, and it's a thing of beauty to see out here. Guys feel like they're in a groove. Even Mitch was getting touches on offense tonight at the top of the key, rolling to the bucket as well. Even RJ gave him one on the fast break. I wanted Mitch to slam that one down, but he got fouled. But yeah, we've all seen some ugly wins, but this 6 streak and the way the Knicks are playing, like Freedom says, it's so more satisfying because it's team ball right here. Everyone's feeling good. Everyone's looking good. The camaraderie looks like it's there. It's peaking right now. It's like 2K with that team chemistry is peaking right now. And who knows where it could take us right here as well. So playoff position is definitely in the Knicks' sights right now. The way we're going, we'll look at the standings. Tariq, I told y'all that Randle would be back to all-star status. I told y'all as well. It's human nature. Yep. Yeah, look, he's been capable, man. When you make an all-star team, you have the talent to do it as well. Julius did have a down year. A lot of people jumped off right now, but I salute to him because he's absolutely balling out again and being back to that all-star dude as well. Yep, very predictable with that situation. Right coaching, right point guard play, getting Julius going is the key, right? I want to see this continue with sharing the rock, ladies and gents. It's a thing of beauty right now. He's getting foul calls, got to the line 7 times. The rebounding's beautiful to see, 12 boards as well. Some nights he's super efficient, some nights he's not as efficient. But if he's giving you that kind of effort offensively and defensively with 4 assists and 3 steals and a block and just 2 turnovers, plus 21, 19 points, that's a thing of beauty right there as well. So Randle gets that A. Now, let's touch on the block nest monster down the order. Mitchell Robinson played 28 minutes as well, being nice and fresh, not playing too many minutes. He was 2 of 3, always efficient. 2 of 2 from the line, hit both free throws, so to salute for that already, right? 4 offensive rebounds, 9 total, 2 assists from your center, 2 steals, a block, just 1 turnover, just 2 fouls, plus 25, 6 points, 6 God. Mitchell Robinson out here beasting and feasting right now, right? He was snatching their heart out. Nikola Vucevic could not hang with the blockness right now, and he's in a groove right now. Mitch is basically on, on flames. Again, if we're talking about video games, Mitchell Robinson's on fire right now. He's peaking, and we talk about his strengths, offensive rebounding, just giving this team so many opportunities to score again as well. It's so invaluable because you're not going to hit every shot. But if we miss, we have a great chance of Mitch getting us a possession again, and hitting another shot. And that can rip the heart out of the other team right there. You know, when they try to hustle and get a stop on us and we miss, but Mitch gets the putback or kicks it back out. That's a heartbreaker for the other team right there. So he was almost the team's leading player, plus 25 tonight. Mitchell Robinson, 6 points as well. I'm going to give Mitch an A minus for tonight, the way he controlled the glass. Yep, they had no answer for him. They had no size, no toughness, none of that, fam, ladies and gents. Drew sent me something on Twitter. Appreciate you. Yeah, Derrick, last year is history. I believe in redemption. Yeah, I'm from the old school hard knocks situation. Yeah, you got to stick with it, man. Yeah, you got to stay tough mentally. Because I tell you, man, this game can break some people. It's an 82 game grind as well. And we know New York is the hardest place to play. There's no doubt about it. We're the best fan base. We have expectations as well. The media like to get on us and all of that ish right there. Yep. Yeah, Orlando's looking really good, Drew, with Paolo and Bol as well. So yeah, they're ascending right now, ladies and gents. But it's all about these Knicks, and we're going to continue to give out these grades. A minus for Mitch tonight. I mean, he's just doing what you need him to do right now. He's getting touches as well, so he's a huge part of this thing right now. And Jericho Sims is obviously standing in for Obi admirably as well, stepping in Hartenstein. But Mitchell Robinson, our best starting center right now, he's proving it. He's earning his money, is Mitch. Next up, Jalen Brunson is a guy that's just, yeah, each and every game, he just shows you something more and more and more. And yeah, he's just so deserving of that all-star situation now, 1/3 into the season. We ain't that far away from the all-star weekend right now, and it's poignant that the New York Knicks are absolutely streaking right now. So that's only going to help the Jalen Brunson's case for making that all-star. The fact that the Knicks are doing so well right now as well. Freedom says, I like that we have quality backup centers as well. I see more confidence from Tibbs with them. Before, if they grabbed a rebound, they would pass it back out, but now they go back up, yeah, and put it back in. Yeah, I see the same, man. Great point, fam, as well, yeah. I think Tom may have stressed, if you're under the bucket and you pull it back down, give him a little head fake, go back up, go strong. Chances are you're going to get fouled, or you're going to get the putback, and you're putting the other team under heaps pressure. Yep, as well. So yeah, with that situation, Jalen Brunson tonight was, to me, the MVP of tonight. Took the game ball when Chicago were ahead and we needed someone to punch them in the mouth, punch them back. It was Jalen Brunson with those deep threes as well, timely threes. He just always seems to find a way to be efficient as well. In just 31 minutes, JB was 7 of 14, 6 of 9 from 3-point land, a career high. Salute, tip your hat to JB for a career high. Three ball going to another level. We talked about, could Jalen Brunson go to another gear? I've always been saying that, yes, he got paid, but that doesn't mean that he's capped out. I was saying that Jalen Brunson can go to another level, and we're starting to see that now. A leader of a team. He left Luka because he wanted a bigger role. He knew what he was like. Hit both free throws, 6 assists, 3 steals, 3 turnovers, plus 16, and 22 points. Jalen Brunson gets an A as well. No doubts about it tonight. Timely threes, a career high, 6 of 9. I mean, this team is difficult to beat right now if we're hitting shots like that, moving the ball, playing tough as well. And I want to highlight that word I just said, toughness as well, because it was acknowledged by the announcers just how tough Brunson is, right? He took a charge, a huge charge as well, laying his body out there on the line, right there, laying it out there, and playing banged up. Jalen Brunson is banged up, and he's going to need a rest at some point. But he's just giving us everything right now, and let's keep this streak rolling with JB, ladies and gents, being the leader of this team, improving on defense, 3 steals, taking charges, just 3 turnovers. It's okay. When you get 6 assists, I guess, 22 points, helping the ball flow, helping it move, uh, pulls the defender towards the rim with his dribble penetration. The kickouts are there as well. He makes tough shots. He's a great tough shot maker on the fadeaway. That rainbow fadeaway seems to be money. Like Breaking Bad with Freedom Jones says, he's a dog right now. Yep. There's no other way to say it right now. He's a throwback to the Knicks 90s, just like his father. And he's learnt so much about this Knicks culture and what we need, what this team needs, what the fan base needs as well. He's giving it to us right there, man. Reminds me a lot of John Starks in terms of, like bulldog mentality right there, man. He's a throwback. And we've got to appreciate that, what we're seeing right now from some of these Knicks, but from Jalen Brunson is a guy that's, he's just a quintessential New York Knick right now, right? A lot of fans falling in love with him. It's only been 1/3 into his first season. Could he be a 1B option, 1A option? I mean, 2A option? Right now, we'll talk about it in the road ahead, and I got some points to make about, where can this team go from here if everything continues to ascend, just how good we can be. But Brunson can be anything. He could be anything you need right now. He could take over an offense and light you up for 35, 40, and he can get the ball moving and get 12 assists if he wants as well. So he's just an all-star right now. There's no other way to say it right now. His numbers, his play, his consistency, it's an all-star right now. Put some respect on him. Bully Barrett now, 38 minutes, was super efficient, 9 of 20, and 3 of 5 from 3. However, he did a folly at the line, 6 of 11 as well. Got to get those free throws right, RJ. Otherwise, he would have had a 30 piece. But 4 rebounds and 2 assists, just 2 turnovers, was a team high 20 plus 28 for 27 points, right? Rowan Barrett Jr. is starting to really awaken like a sleeping giant with that situation. And while I was watching the game tonight, and I was just feeling like enjoying the Knicks, pummel Chicago, right? I'm thinking the way we look right now, if Barrett is our third option, which he is with Randle and Brunson the way they're playing, if Rowan Barrett Jr. is your third option and he gives you nights like this, this team is going to be tough to beat right now. Talking about a 3-headed monster with that situation. Rowan Barrett Jr. has had a slow start to the season. There's no doubt about it. But if he's giving you performances like he is tonight, it's a wrap for a lot of teams in the East. I mean, it's tough to contain Brunson and Randle alone, but with a third option as good as RJ can be, puts us in a higher tier of teams in the East, right? Together with our high-end role players of Grimes, McBride, Quickly, and Mitch, Sims, etc. as well. Deuce, right now, straight facts. Really, really excited to see what RJ looks like for the rest of this season. He was getting to the cup. He was popping the 3 ball. He was recognizing the mismatches, taking it down low. Better shot selections as well, which I like from RJ. He wasn't really forcing much tonight. So A+ for Rowan Barrett Jr. tonight. From the efficiency to the three ball to the team high plus 28 to the team high 27 points. A plus for Rowan Barrett Jr. with that situation. Rebounded okay, but yeah, better shot selection, and he's starting to feel into a groove, ladies and gents. Yep. What do you guys think about that? Yep, Deuce, West Virginia. Yep, he's adding that toughness. We'll give Deuce his flowers. Man, he's changed things up for this team incredibly. Dirty Dancer in the house. The MVP chance for D Rose elevated what was already a great night. You're on point. Yep. It was just, like I said, the closest thing to basketball nirvana that we've seen in a minute right now. Winning against an old school rival, sweeping them on a home and home situation. Derrick Rose getting in, getting saluted. Maybe he gets traded to there, who knows? But what a great night, man. What a great night. And especially, we didn't just really win wire to wire. We grinded it out. Again, they punched us first, up 8 in the second quarter, and we rallied with our own haymaker and absolutely floored them, knocked them out with an uppercut right there. They hit the canvas, and there was no waking up from that, ladies and gents. Knicks Nation, how you feeling right now with this 6 streak as well? And we'll look at the road ahead after these grades, but giving these starters their flowers, man. An A plus for Barrett, A for Brunson, A minus for Mitch, and A for Randle right there. Now, I didn't really save the best till last, but this gentleman now is getting a lot of buzz, a lot of attention. Q dot Quentin Grimes, another game changer for this club right here, the 25th selection overall as well, from Kansas, Houston, out here, absolutely in a groove right now, full of confidence, full of belief right there, all-round game, passing, hitting shots, playing solid D. 29 minutes tonight. He's getting his minutes up. Was 6 of 10 from the field, 5 of 9 from 3, 5 of 6 from the line. Money right now. 2 assists. Money. 1 steal. Plus 21, 22 points from a high-end role player from that situation. A guy that could possibly go to another level. Right. Quentin Grimes has got everything you need in that wing, that shooting guard right now. We have our backcourt for a long time now with JB, Quentin Grimes right now. Stand up, Knicks Nation. How are you feeling with that? Yep. Even more so than just winning with defense and old school Knocks fashion. Yep. Old school Knicks fashion, Knocks, school of hard knocks with that situation. Agreed. Yep, that's what's got everyone feeling buzz right now, because the Knicks are winning the right way. Good on offense. We ain't really no ugly offensive team right now. Yes, we could be better with better schemes, and we're not no Golden State or Spurs offense, but our offense is pretty good right now. You know, putting up plus 115 points regularly now, and some shot makers with Brunson and Grimes with that situation. So this team's turned the corner, ladies and gentlemen. There's no doubt about it. And also, a big test now moving forward is if a team plays zone on us. I mentioned Brunson and I mentioned Grimes. Those guys hitting their shots, the 3 ball, the way they're hitting them. We've seen some tough matches early this season where teams went zone on us. OKC, Cleveland went zone the whole game. Portland went zone, I think, the whole game as well. So we're hitting shots now. RJ's hitting shots. So that's another signal that this team's turned the corner with the 3 ball right now. So another mini test I'm looking for ahead is, any team's going to throw any zone at us anymore. Julius Randle's hitting the 3 ball. So yeah, we're hitting the 3 ball, and it's key to unlocking the offense, ladies and gents. Dribble penetration with Q dot and with Brunson as well. We all know Bully Barrett gets to the cup as well. So there's just a great right mix of players in the starting unit right now, complementary. The fact that Quentin Grimes can ball handle with the best of them relieves a lot of pressure. He can distribute, he can find the right pass as well, identify the mismatch. He can dribble drive really well as well. It creates a lot of scramble for the D. Julius Randle obviously commands double teams. Jalen Brunson gets, yeah, elite dribble penetration if he wants. Mitchell Robinson's there for the putback. There's a there's a good mix right now that got me excited with this situation. The way the Knicks are playing, it's very, very sustainable because the way they're playing defensively is a way that they can continue to play, right? And they're going to be in every single game the way they play with this situation. Tim Smith in the house, salute, brother. I gotta believe IQ shot is gonna fall eventually, but his defense has been on point. Absolutely, fam. That's a classic way of making an impact on the game. If your shot ain't fallen, what else are you doing? And IQ's still giving it to us with that situation. Dirty says you really see Q Dot calling out his teammates too when they miss rotations, which is great leadership. Yeah, yep, full of confidence, fam. And I was saying this early in the preseason when Q Dot was kept out of trade talks. I said that's got to give a player the ultimate confidence, right? If a franchise drafts you, right, you put on that Knicks cap, they draft you, and then the talk is they keep you out of all trade negotiations with a superstar like Donovan Mitchell. That's got to give you so much confidence that this team really wants you. You're a big part of the future. There was the injury setback early, but Quentin Grimes always knows that this Knicks team wants him. He's a big part of this thing, and yeah, he's got to feel so good about that now with the ball and the minutes flowing right now. No worries with IQ right now because he's slow cooking. Yep, he's young. The shot's coming. Also, it's tough to hear your name in talks constantly as well, fam. Trade talks, yeah, etc. But back to Quentin Grimes, like, yes, Brunson and Randle have gone to another level, but as part of this 6 game winning streak, I've got to say Quentin Grimes, Deuce McBride are the biggest catalysts to this streak and the way we're playing. Quentin Grimes getting healthy, playing big minutes with his defense and his shot making, like from a high end role player to give you 22 points, and shoot elite 3-point shooting, 5 of 9, like just to get that from a role player, plus 21, and then Deuce McBride when we give out his flowers as well. That's high end role players that you need right now. Yeah, and how good does it feel, Knicks Nation, Knicks Streets, that these players are homegrown? We didn't trade for no one. We didn't we didn't need to tamper or anything like that. We just drafted them. We identified some talent late in the draft, 25th pick and 36th pick with Deuce McBride right now. Two-way players with that situation. Sharp Powers in the house, salute. Nick's Real Talk in the house. Nick's Royalty, let's get it. Right here, salute. Right. How good we feeling out here, man, to punk the Chicago Bulls in the Windy City. Not once, but twice. Let's get it. Yeah, let's put that Donovan Mitchell stuff to bed right now because the front office is looking pretty good right now. Right, pretty good for staying patient, staying calm, not trading away these young pieces right now, and they're showing the faith. They're rewarding this front office in spades right now with their play right now. A lot of confidence. Yeah, we got all our picks still with all of that situation. Yeah, yep. And us educated Knicks fans, the best chat in the biz here, know how critical it is to hit on your draft picks. We talked about where the Knicks, could have been further along the road with Ntilikina, with Kevin Knox picks, with SGA, with the players we missed out on. But it's time to now let that go and to salute the picks that we hit on right now. And there's plenty that we hit on. Like Dirty Dancer says, we got Walt Perrin up in here. A lot of fans were giddy. He's doing his thing right now. He helped us out. And yes, nothing's perfect. Yes, we missed out on some players. I do hear a lot of Knicks fans that wanted Halliburton and wanted Desmond Bain and things like that. Truth is, there are a lot of teams that passed up on them as well. So you can't just sink the boot into the Knicks. But you got to salute for the things we hit on as well. Because Quentin Grimes went 25th overall, right? There will be hell of a lot of scouts, executives, and GMs right now, like the chat said, that would be watching Quentin Grimes be like, man, what the hell were we doing with the 25th pick, fam? Right? Got all round wing skill set with playmaking, shooting, all of that good stuff right now. And we did find them gems, yep, late in the draft, yep. The right makeup, the right ingredients to wear this New York, New York, New York on the front of their chest right now because they play tough as well. They're not soft as well. How were the Knicks successful in the 90s? We weren't soft right now. We laid it all out there. Even if nights we were going to lose, we weren't going to lose the fight as well. That's what famous Nick said back in the day, right? We might get beaten down on the scoreboard, but we're the ones that are going to put the beat down on the court right there. And Deuce McBride getting gritty, Quentin Grimes tough, taking charges, stripping, all of that stuff right there as well. So I'm just so happy and excited to see where this thing goes right now. And just to recap on Dirty's comment as well, we all know the picks we have in the future as well. I mean, one of the most fascinating look aheads when we talk about it, in the upcoming shows is going to be the draft now. Obviously, the recent plays got everyone's talk on everyone's mouth right now. And we're not looking too far ahead right now as we continue streaking and rolling. But the NBA draft this season is stacked right now. The Knicks are in a position where they could probably pick best fit available, the best fit right here because we got some pieces for the future with this situation. Right, Pudge, nice up in here. Salute, salute. Let's go. Let's get it. Yep. Cam Reddish, right? Fournier, Derrick Rose on the outer as well. It's grime time, baby, with that stuff. Yep. That's the reason the Knicks front office had him pegged as the starting wing. Straight up, right? Straight up. They knew talent right now. Knicks family, Francisco, what's good? Yeah, plenty more to come. Fam, let's go. Shah highlights all the draft picks. RJ, Mitch, Obi, Grimes, Q, Sims, Deuce, all drafted by the New York Knicks. Yep, absolutely. And it goes further down the road with GMs that kept those picks, A lot of ish from Phil Jackson. Yes, he messed up a lot. Steve Mills, a lot of those execs messed up. But they did some good things by keeping these draft picks as well. The biggest issue when the Knicks were in a funk in the early 2000s, we was trading away every single pick. Right now, we're seeing what the NBA draft can do for you, ladies and gents. When you have your picks and you hit on them as well, you find talent. Right, Lynn in the house, salute. Knicks gone back to basics. D, facts, on point. Yep, getting back to basics, right. Defense leading to offense. No uncertain terms. That's the way you got to play, right? Every team in the league trying to put up points, and if you can stop the other team from scoring, you give yourself a chance each and every night. Also, playing the way Tom Thibodeau is known for as well. So, yeah, that was the starting unit for tonight. Quentin Grimes' grade to cap things off. I got to give him an A minus as well. So he gets another A as well because you talk about those kind of numbers for a role player. 6 of 10, 5 of 9 from 3, right? 5 of 6 from the line, plus 21, 22 points, a steal, 2 assists in under 30 minutes as well. So, I mean, he's a handful now. He's on the scouting reports for all teams now, make no mistake, because the tension that Julius gets and RJ can get and Brunson when he's rolling, that opens things up for Q dot, and that's trouble for the defense. That's right, you heard it, trouble with Quentin Grimes hitting shots now. Look out. Look out, ladies and gents. Yeah, it's Grime time. Yep, told us he was the guy, right? Derrick. Yep, throwing it out there. D Cool, salute. What's good, fam? Knicks Nation, we hype out here. And let's give some flowers to the bench unit tonight. Now, I want to start with Isaiah. 14 minutes, 1 of 7, was inefficient, but pulled in 10 rebounds, 6 offensive as well. So that's how soft really Chicago were tonight. They couldn't keep Isaiah off the glass, basically. 10 rebounds to him in 14 minutes. That's ludicrous right there. Just 1 turnover, 2 fouls, plus 7, 3 points. Okay, he did his thing. I'll give Isaiah a B for tonight because he was owning the glass in his 14 minutes. But like Frida mentioned tonight, the depth from the centers we have with Sims interchangeable with Isaiah off the bench. Sims got 16 minutes, was 2 of 2, was 3 boards, 2 offensive, 4 points. Jericho Sims was a tough load down there to keep off the glass as well. A couple of extra points, putbacks. That was the heartbreaker for the Bulls when they were trying to make a run. Jericho Sims was just throwing his body all over the place, getting those second chance points with 2 offensives. So, yeah, another guy we hit on, ladies and gents, 58th overall selection. I mean, what are the statistics that a 58th overall pick works out for any team, let alone us? Normally those guys are playing overseas, got 1 foot out of the league, playing in the G League, all of that stuff, playing in Shanghai right now. But Jericho Sims is looking like a high-end role player for a winning team. Let that sink in. A team that's winning as well. He could easily start as a center. He could easily play 20 plus minutes on any team right now. Great selection, great find. He was a guy that played longer in college, so they trusted that he had some solid fundamentals as well. Jericho, you can't teach size, they say in old school terms. He's got size. Pause. Jericho got some little things he could flash too, like jump shots, little things like that. He can do some things as well. Yeah, but getting back to basics, like Lynn said, the tough big guys rebound, the guards are shooting well, everyone else is just doing their thing, playing their role right now. I love that from Sims right now. It sucks that Obi's down, but next man up. Jericho's giving it to us. He's giving it what he's got, and he's really helping this team. Like, he's really impacting winning, impacting the game as well. He's been more consistent than Isaiah, recently. So I'll give Sims for tonight. I'll give him a B minus for his 16 minutes. Now, Deuce McBride, West Virginia, stand up. 14 minutes tonight. Was a dog on defense again. Like the chat said, he was 2 of 3 from the field. He was 4 rebounds as well from a guard, which is nice. An assist, 2 steals. He was plus 11, the highest plus minus out of any player on the bench. 5 points. Ladies and gentlemen, there's a tweet from Jonathan Wasserman, the draft king from Bleacher Report. And Jonathan's given a shout out to Deuce McBride, right? High-end role player playing gritty D, right? That's really impacted this team's fortunes right now. And under no illusions, how important Deuce McBride's been as well. He's a classic tale of an old school guard that doesn't need to give any offense, but he just impacts winning with his defense. And also, he can make a little. He can shoot the open shot. He took the fast break. He took DeMar DeRozan to the rack. Man, I was standing up after that point. Drinks were flowing as well. And words were shouted after that situation when Deuce McBride ran the fast break, got the steal, and took DeMar DeRozan to the rack as well. That was almost basketball nirvana at that point. Um, Again, 36 selection overall. Deuce McBride, a lot of people were questioning what his future would have been, heading into this season. It was go time for Deuce this season as well. I'll be lying if I didn't had my worries about a role for Deuce for this team. I just didn't think he would get that opportunity. But Tom Thibodeau, it's true, he's been a huge fan of Deuce this whole time. Another big say in drafting Deuce with that situation, and he's delivering for this team right now. And the most pleasing thing about all these young players, all of them, is that there's a clear level, another level they could go to, in my opinion, from what I'm seeing. Right, I don't think Deuce levels out at some defensive specialist. None of that. He has some things that he can do. He can hit shots better as well. But with this kind of defense, he's going to find himself in the league for the best part of 10 plus years. Plus. Uh, that toughness. He could be this team's Marcus Smart, ladies and gentlemen. I don't say that lightly, but with where things are heading for Deuce McBride now, he's that dude that could be a cult hero for this club, moving ahead. And the sky's the limit right now, especially when if the shot comes along, look out for Deuce. Deuce is getting loose, make no mistake about it. So yeah, Deuce McBride tonight, I give him a B plus for his contributions, right? Close to an A minus, but uh, plus 11 points, plus 11 in the plus minus in just 14 minutes shows you the impact when he was on the floor tonight. And yeah, he gave us 5 points, 4 rebounds as a small guard as well. So that was huge, right there. Let's give a shout out to Quickly as well, playing bigger minutes in a bigger role, plus 26, but was very, very inefficient. 1 of 12, missed all 7 threes right there. He got 2 assists, was still a plus 6 though, with 3 points as well. So one of Emmanuel Quickly's bad games overall, but still helped the team out. Um, that's a classic case of what's going on right now. Keeping with it and playing that defense at the point of attack, which has been a huge part of this team's success, this transformation, is IQ. And yeah, he's going to have some poor shooting nights, but I give IQ a pass for tonight, because he plays defense as well. He wasn't getting beat. He was still a plus 6 in 26 minutes as well. So yeah, quickly gets a C minus for tonight. But I'll give him a C plus. Give him a C plus because yeah, he was helping out defensively with that situation, even though the shot wasn't fallen. So yeah, they're the grades for tonight. Let's keep this thing buzzing. Let's keep it rolling right here. And we'll look at the road ahead coming up. Shout everyone out. Dirty says, the only thing I got mad at was Tibbs playing the starters up 25 with 6 to go. Yep. Yeah, I was questioning the same thing. I think not with 6 minutes to go, but I think it was around 4. I think we're up 20 something with 4.3 left. I think 4 minutes 30 left. And that was the perfect time to bring everyone out. We weren't gonna lose the game. So yeah, you're right, fam. It does get a little frustrating. You don't want anyone to pick up no, injury, get banged up and things like that. But you just wanna play it safe at that point, man. It's a long road. It's a long season. P nice salute. Kyle Kuzma up in here as well. He's a nice piece. He'd help this team. The salary's interesting. I don't see it happening, fam. But I think it depends what the future holds in terms of what he wants. He wants 20 plus mil, I think, in terms of that signing as well. But I wouldn't want to mess with the chemistry right now too much. But let's see what happens. Yeah, Stanley, what's good? Salute. It's hard to believe that IQ was only 1 of 12 shooting. Yep, because he was in the game, he was helping out, he was defending, all of that. And with that said, yeah, tonight's win demonstrates the importance of defense and then forcing the turnover to help get easy buckets. Yeah, as well. It also highlights toughness as well. Toughness ain't something that shows up on no box score at all. But I've been saying this for weeks now. When the Knicks were letting OKC, put up 145 on our home basket, and we were letting other teams, put up points in a hurry as well. We just needed to be tough. Make it difficult for the other teams to score. And yeah, offense is leading to defense leading to offense right now. Trini, Harlem, salute. How we feeling out here? Kaiser, salute. No to Kuzma. Pudge wants IQ or thinks IQ going to get traded. It's hard to see what's going to play out with the IQ situation. I think with this team, this team's direction, they're trying to win games. I think if they do trade IQ, they would only do it to bring back a winning piece. I feel, especially now we're in the 6th, 5th seed. Let's pull it up. Trini says, yeah, only bench pieces right now if we inject any new player. Yep. Or a star. I agree. Yep. It's got to be a bench piece, a nice veteran bench piece to help us out because, yeah, we do need a little more veteran depth if we're trying to win big this season, or a superstar or star to add to this thing. But I mentioned how well the pieces fit with the starting unit now. If you want that superstar or whatever, who goes, which position and who goes to the bench? I mean, you paid RJ, you can't put him to the bench. Randle's not going nowhere right now. Does Quentin Grimes, is he the one? Does Quentin Grimes go to the bench? I mean, he's a legit starting shooting guard for me right now. So, I mean, why not let this thing cook for this season and then see what we need in the off season? I'm all for making moves and adding huge upgrades in the off season. But right now, with Quentin Grimes showing you that he's a legit starting two, I think it's rough to send him back to the bench as well. Let's at least see what we got for the next 10, 15 games before we get to that trade period, and then we see what kind of splash is maybe out there as well. Kaiser Soze, if we trade, it has to be for a good 3-point shooter. As well, Kyle Kuzma is a bit inconsistent. With that said, he offers size, athleticism, but yeah, I think you've identified a good need for the team in terms of with Randle commanding doubles, Brunson starting to shoot better, but RJ's inconsistent as well. This team can definitely do with more shooting. With that said, but Kyle still would be a big upgrade. With that said, just not the best fit, kind of thing. It's interesting to see what Washington want. I'm thinking high-end role player again, just to see where this thing goes this season, and then we make a bigger splash. But yeah, Trini agrees. Yeah, it's got to be a star or a role player. P nice Grimes to the bench. Yep, that would be the likeliness if we bring in any upgrade, fam. Because you can't send RJ to the bench right now. That's not happening. Randle, Mitch, and Brunson are there to stay as well. So yeah, I mean, it's not the worst thing. Quentin Grimes coming off the bench still, but I just think he's shown to be that wing. Right now, salute Knicks Nation, Knicks Streets. We're out here buzzing. Smash that like button. Absolutely hype. We're winning the right way. Knicks fans are happy. We're interested to see what happens moving ahead. We got Indiana, one more road performance as well. That would be super satisfying to put the beat down on Hicktown right now as well. Playing some great ball, right? I got some personal feelings towards Tyrese Halliburton right now. I want to put the beat down on him right now. Benedict Mathurin, a player that in a lot of Knicks Nation wanted wearing orange and blue right now. What we got to do is head over there and put the beat down on them and get this streak rolling to 7. Lucky 7. What are your thoughts on that? Knicks chat, Knicks Streets. Do we get it to 7 as well? The Golden State one back at MSG with no Steph, right? If that's a national game, all eyes are going to be on that. ladies and gentlemen. If we can make that an 8-game winning streak, let that sink in as well. We would equal the streak from 2 years ago from the We Here season right now. But this is the We Back Here season right now. Um, Kaiser says the team still lacks a little shooting, right? That's what's going to be needed to compete with these big boys, right? Get a shooter. Yep. Yep, definitely agree with that. It's just hard to see where things fit and who's available. I don't know how many of these great shooters are available, but we got some dudes. We got Quentin Grimes shooting better. Svi Mikhailuk can shoot, but yeah, he's not. He's likely not the answer for that. Um, what I do see is, rumors are Grayson Allen's available. He shoots really well. Is he at least decent off the bench? Maybe we keep Grimes as a starter as well. Um, One thing I will say is that you guys are, in terms of talking about trades, it's going to be something that's likely to come up. The Knicks are going to be busy. There's no doubt about it right now, especially the fact that we're surging right now. We're looking to get even better and spark some fear into the East right now, right? We're the biggest streaking team in the East, 6 straight as well. It feels good. And Nick Yak, salute. McBride already better both ways over Quickly. I told you that would happen. I think Quickly's much better offensively. Deuce is much better defensively. They both round each other out, I think, right now. Kuzma's not the defender or passer or three-point shooter Grimes is. Well, everyone going smaller with that. Nice Grimes changed the entire dynamic of the team. Yep, you're absolutely spitting facts with that. Yep, entire dynamic. And people will point to the defense, but it's way more than that. It's the fact that Grimes is comfortable handling the rock as well. That adds so many layers to the offense when other players can cut. Grimes can hold the ball for a while. There aren't a lot of shooting guards around the league that can handle the ball kind of and find the right pass, things like that. There are a lot of shooting guards in this league that just, dribble and shoot, but they don't play make as well, and they certainly don't lock down like Quentin Grimes locks you down, and he's tough as well. He's tough. I like his makeup. He's obviously faced a lot of adversity, coming out of Kansas, needing to resurrect his play with the University of Houston, coming to the league 25th selection. Quentin Grimes has had to work for everything he's got right now. He's showing it. He's worked hard. He's legit right now. Lynn, salute. If Knicks make any trades, that player has to be a two-way guy, has to be able to defend and his position at the very least. Yeah, that seems to be the way this team's going, fam, with terms of the makeup, the way we want to play. It's amazing how this season swung on its head, fam. We was talking about Tom Thibodeau, head rolling just a few weeks ago, less than. Now we're talking about playing the way Tom Thibodeau has us playing. So I think he's safe for this season right now. I think he's bought himself enough time right now. I would struggle to see a world where Tom Thibodeau gets fired at any point this season now, as we pull up the standings in a minute. But we're streaking right now. We're streaking, fam. 7-7-7. Yep. Pacers will be that tough matchup, Stanley, for Knicks. Yeah, with Turner, Matherin, Heald, Halliburton. Yeah, they're playing well. Yep, they're playing well. Jay Boogie, the closer. Salute, salute, salute in the house. Yep, best chat in the biz. Yep, 6 God. We already know what it is. 6 straight. And it's a famous year. Salute to the famous Bill Russell as well. I feel like Quentin Grimes got that motivation. He's the last New York Knick in history that's ever going to wear number 6 right now. So that's ingrained in his DNA right now. And, no other Knick will ever wear it ever again. Well, he's playing like a true New York Knick. Stand up. Jay Boog spitting right now. We back on Christmas. Appreciate you, fam, for dropping that gem, that diamond. And as we head towards the Christmas day, hope it's special for everybody. The holidays are here, and the Knicks are playing great ball. The sky's orange and blue right now. Let's lap it up. D Rose is a piece that, yeah, the Bucks could be looking at right now. Yeah, it looks like they want to get out of Grayson Allen as well. It's interesting, the Obi situation, Nick Yak as well. I was thinking that too the other day. Yeah, we're building chemistry right now. So let's see where it takes us. But yeah, Obi can rest up. He can recover longer. I think it's at least going to be 4 weeks. It's not going to be till January 2023 till we see OB right now. Sharp hours, salute. We're up from 29% from threes about 2 weeks ago, and now we're about 35. Yep. Yep, players getting to that rhythm now. We talked about start of the season, players shoot a little rusty, the shot's not falling as well, but now we're in a groove. And I said earlier in the show, I wonder if teams dare play zone on us ever again right now. I never wanted to see any team play zone on us ever again. That makes me furious right now. The way Q Dot shooting, the way Brunson shooting, it's going to be interesting. Yep. Salute Core Mega. Let's go. Dirty says we're wasting Hartenstein's passing as well. Yep. Not even going to roll with him. Yeah. We are. He can do a little bit more. Can Hartenstein? I think he gets unfairly critiqued. Yeah, he's not a tough player overly, but he's got more of a finesse skill set for a big man, which is okay. I like the fact that we got different kinds of big men. We got a couple of great rebounders, shot blockers. We got a more offensive-minded guy as well. It's good to switch it up. Some games need certain things. There's going to be games where we need Hartenstein. He can hit free throws as well. But yeah, defense ain't his thing. Right. Nick Yak, Mitch will put you Turner fans into Mitch believers. Great. That's a great matchup. Looking forward to that situation, yeah. This streak could go to 7 in Indy. How sweet would that be? Stanley. Defense wins championships on point, right? Yeah, Pudge, a lot of depth with that squad. I really think we've got our pieces in terms of our 2A, 2B kind of guys right now. We might just need that one superstar just to get us into contention. But with these high-level role players, things are looking super bright for the New York Knicks right now. I mean, things are coming together. What looks like with all these draft picks, we could seriously go out and make that huge splash whenever we need. When something comes up. Yep. Allah, salute. I got 6, and that's all there is. What's good? Grimes going to that number 20 next year, right? Facts, man. I'll be buying that, man. I still need that number 6 jersey right now. That's the last one. I've got to buy it, fam. Kevin, what's good? Maybe that game where Randle got thrown out helped galvanize everyone as well. Because at the same time, we lost Brunson. Yeah, you're right. Good, great point. This team's just they're connected right now. There's no doubt about it. Right now, they're playing for each other. There's no divisions. There's nothing. Those guys that were on the outer, the Derricks, Evan, and Cam, they're on the outer. They're gonna get traded, find a new home. Everyone else is bought in. Svi, Mikhailuk, Archie Diacono, the rest. And we will look at the road ahead in a sec. But yeah, a thought just came into my head that 2 years ago as well, the We Here season, the Knicks were hesitant. Mark Berman tells us back then the Knicks were hesitant to make any change up in fear of messing up the chemistry. So what's going to happen this year? Imagine if we're rolling on a 10-game win streak. Does that impact the fact that they make any moves? Or do they just say to hell with that, let's make a move as well? That's going to be fascinating. But yeah, they were hesitant to make any moves at the deadline 2 years ago because we were surging at that point. Drip more, salute. Pudge wants the 5 spot. Yeah, let's go. Right. Maybe the 4 seed again, ladies and gents. The We Here season and the We Back Here in the 4th seed again as well. How funny would that be if the Knicks finish ahead of Cleveland with Donovan Mitchell? Let that sink in as well. Right, everyone was crying. People were crying we didn't get Donovan Mitchell. Imagine if this squad finishes ahead of them without Donovan Mitchell, with all the draft picks as well. We could go to another gear with this situation, right? Yeah, try to zone against Grimes, I dare you. And his shot release is so sweet, it's so high, and it's so quick that good luck to anybody closing out. There was a pass out in the end of the last Chicago game where it was basically at his ankles, and he still caught it, rose up, and hit nothing but net. That dagger at the end of that game, you know the one I'm talking about, where Quentin Grimes grabbed it at his feet and rose up and still got the shot off as well. So yeah, exactly. Finesse, what's good? OG Anunoby, that's the kind of piece that will definitely put us in that spot as well. That's a piece. I can agree with that. I can agree. Yeah, I meant quickly, not Grimes, Kevin. Stanley, I couldn't believe the number of missed tips. Yeah, that was tough. Finney Smith, Boogie. Yep, that's a nice fit. Yep, 3 and D guy playing well right now. That's the kind of chemistry piece, that a nice ingredient that fits this meal right now. Yeah, chemistry. We make trades with Dallas. Let's see what plays out. Yeah, a Pudge moves will be made. Completely agree. I do think though they'll be questioning how big of a move should we make. Do we shake this whole thing up, or do we just make a nice addition? Just a nice addition. We got to see. I guess a lot's to play out. We can't get too carried away. It's exciting right now, but we got to see how these next 10, 15 play out, because maybe an injury, maybe a player slumps right at the pivotal point, and then a move opens up that we just have to pull the trigger on to go where we need to go with this season. But we got nice depth, like I said, with the big man department, with the centers right now as well. Nice rotation there. If someone goes down, we've got backup right now. Power forward situation, we got backup. RJ can play some backup for as well. Julius, Obi will come back eventually. Sims is there. The wing spot looks good right now. Even McBride, with his point of attack defense and quickly, are really helping this team with that situation. And like I said, it's pivotal that I actually picked RJ Barrett to be the X factor at the start of this season, because the way Brunson's playing, the way Julius is playing, if RJ Barrett gives you this performance that he did tonight as the third option on a team, we're going to be almost unstoppable with that situation, right? Because who do you double? Who do you focus on, right? If RJ Barrett's numbers tonight are a third option, then the other team's in trouble right now. I'm looking for RJ's defense, though, to pick up as well. Almighty, just make that move for another wing defender. Yep. The way you say that, if we get a wing defender as well and improve our defense even more, then that's going to be trouble for the other teams, because we're already stingy on the defensive side. The Knicks, I think, have the best defensive rating over the last 5 games, and the league's second best defense over the last 10 games. So if we add to that, then look out. What I do want, though, is a wing that can score as well, not just a defensive specialist, like a Finney Smith, like Boogie said, a guy that can lock you down but also score as well. That would give us a lot of insurance if Grimes went down as well. But yeah, I'm looking for RJ's D to pick up as well. Yep. Nick Yak, get carried away. We are good. If you got one walk with our peckers out, yeah, facts. Right. Now, I'm giddy, no doubt about it. But yeah, look at these tough games coming up. Let's keep this streak rolling right now, right? Let's go into Hicktown and put the beat down on Indy. But yeah, teams like basketball's a momentum sport right now. Confidence is sky high. Nick fan base is buzzing right now. The streets is buzzing right now. The like button's buzzing right now on all Knicks platforms. And that's a great thing, because there's going to be a lot of attention now on the Knicks, right? A lot of players thinking about their futures. Do I want to go to the New York Knicks? A lot of talk that Toronto is going to blow things up right now. There's going to be a lot of sellers at the deadline, right? Make no mistakes about it. because a lot of teams are looking at this stacked draft, with the Thompson twins, Scoot Henderson, Victor Wembanyama, right? There's going to be legit franchise changers in this draft. So, teams that are in purgatory like Toronto's, like Washington's, Dallas's, things like that, they may want to go the other way. Let's see. There's going to be a lot of pieces flying around. Also, I mentioned this, a lot of teams with desperation that we can play on right now. I think LA's desperate, Miami's desperate, the Milwaukee Bucks are getting bad losses. They could get desperate as well. They need a piece. They need a piece or two. And the Knicks got some spare pieces as well. So our picks are full. We could get some more picks as well. We got expiring weapons like D Rose and Cam Reddish as well. That's attractive to other teams because they can help them out this season, and then their money can come off the books. Evan Fournier, teams looking for shooting. $19 million coming off the books next season. That's not too bad. Evan Fournier is a veteran. Teams know what he brings. So, it ain't like we got just veterans minimums guys to give out. We got some legit players up in here as well. Yep. Brunson, Grimes, OG, Randle, Mitch. Defense right there, baby. Yep. That's an all defensive team right there, except Brunson, I guess. Trini says, I don't want to mess with the starters right now because, it might mess up chemistry right there. Yeah, facts. Yep. Streets are definitely buzzing. One thing also you just mentioned, Trini, is, Fournier. Grimes, we got to believe in him right now. He's ascending. And one of the issues we did was we drafted Quentin Grimes and then we gave money to Evan Fournier as well. If we had just believed in Quentin Grimes all along and given him big minutes, he'd be further along as well. And I think when a player is on the verge of becoming a legit starter or star on a team, you want to give them as much room to grow, as possible. So sending Grimes back to the bench may not be great for his future. It's maybe one of the reasons Emmanuel Quickley's camp, there's rumors, unconfirmed rumors, but Emmanuel Quickley wants a big role on a team, So he knows with Brunson here, he can never be the New York Knicks starting point guard. So some of these players are looking at situations like, how can I grow on this squad? Jalen Brunson left Dallas because he wanted to grow. He wanted to be somewhere else and be that man as well. So, I don't feel like the Knicks want to get rid of Quickley, but I could see a scenario where Quickley or his camp want him, in another role. It ain't just about maybe the contract. Maybe it's about a situation where Quickley can be a bigger guy. A bigger guy, but he seems happy. He seems happy in New York. He's playing well. He's playing bigger minutes. I don't see what the issue is, really. I hope it's just smoke, we gotta trade. We gotta find a home for Fournier. Maybe the Pacers, they're looking good. Maybe a couple more losses, and the Pacers decide to go the other way. Add to the talent that is Halliburton and Benedict. Maybe they want to go the other way. I think that would be smart for the Pacers as well. They shouldn't believe that they're a player in this season as well. Those young players are exceeding expectations, but they should definitely go dip into the draft again, right? Maybe they should be getting some pieces for Miles as well. Yes, Nick Yak, we shouted out Brunson. We gave him an A. 3 steals tonight. Yep. One of Tom Thibodeau's goals this season was to make Brunson a better defender as well. So he's never short of effort. He takes charges. He gets strips guys. He gets in the passing lane, like you said. Yep. How do you account for his poor shooting? IQ looks lost, lacking confidence. He's up and down at times. I think his defense is helping him stay with it. But yeah, IQ is super important to this team. I don't think Miles McBride can run the offense off the bench. Even for better or for worse, we still need a Quickley right now, unless we're bringing in another legit backup guard right now. We need someone who's legit backup. Uh, Sometimes I wonder if Randle is just looser, knowing fan favorite Obi isn't checking in right now. I think Randle did start the year better, um, but Randle's success this season, I attribute a lot of that to him for turning things around, but mostly Jalen Brunson. I just think that's the calming nature for Randle right now, knowing that he can post up, he can pick and roll with Brunson. He'll know he'll get the ball back if he needs it. One of Randle's stresses is that he might think he doesn't get the ball back because RJ Barrett, let's face it, RJ Barrett doesn't pass usually. In the past when Barrett would give the ball back to Randle, there's a good chance he's not getting it back. But when you play with a guy like Jalen Brunson and you give him the rock, there's a good chance you post up, you get the mismatch, you get the ball back as well. So I think Randle's willing to exceed, the with Brunson on the floor, he's willing to concede that situation at times, in clutch. Um, yes, he definitely impacts the game in other ways. There's IQ. Yep, he's a wanted player around the league, no doubt about it. Teams are looking at him to say, hey, he could be our spark, our sixth man of the year or better. Like Lou Will kind of thing. He's quick, but yeah, quick got more consistency that he's got to show. But yeah, he's on a rookie scale deal right now. Um, the interesting thing though, if they do trade quick, it could be a situation where they're trading high. And when I say that, I say back again, Jalen Brunson is this team's starting point guard. So realistically, how much of a bigger role could Quick get? How much more could his stock go up if we're trying to keep it real? With Brunson playing the way he's playing as well, with the contract situation coming up, maybe this club thinks of it more that way, like we got to sell high on quickly because maybe, he's not going to play any more than 25 minutes, you know. Lynn, please don't get me hoping, wishing, and praying for Miles Turner with that situation with Indy. Yeah, he's a piece that's on the block. I think LA would love him, um, but I just can't see it. I wouldn't mind Miles on the team, but I just can't see it right now. Um, quick, yeah, quick, the most likely biggest name I think to go. But who are we going to trade for Miles? Who are we going to open up the spot for right now? The way Mitch is playing, he's going to stick around with that. Jokovitis playing well in Spain. He can handle the ball and is a bigger point guard. Yeah, I love Rokas as well. I think he's maybe another year or two away. From what I'm hearing, from what I'm seeing, he loves it in Spain, but he definitely has aspirations, fam, to play in the NBA. He definitely wants to play in the NBA. So let's see. Um, Perhaps next year. Let's see. But yeah, quickly is a big talking point, no doubt about it. Right now, Heartbreak Nova. What's good? Indiana can get it too. Yeah, facts. Um, Randle gives two craps about Obi taking his job. Leon Rose wants a first round pick for IQ. Yep, no doubt about it. I'm not trading IQ for anything less than a first rounder as well. Um, that would be sort of kicking the can down the road, but at least we're not losing Quick for nothing. He's a first round pick formally, and he's done some good things for us, so he's definitely worth a first round pick. Um, but yeah, talking point is the Knicks are definitely going to get busy. I'll be shocked, right? Evan, Cam, Rose, we're definitely going to try to find a home for these cats. These guys could help some other teams. There's no doubt about it. It's just a matter of what do we prefer to bring back. What are we looking for? A piece right now? Are we looking for just future assets to stack up in a huge trade later? Uh, whatever happens, like Bill Pito said to me, it's a bonus, I guess. The way we're playing with these guys in the rotation right now, these other guys aren't a part of the picture. So if we get something for them, anything, it's a bonus, I guess, right now. They're all expiring soon. They're not playing. They're not part of our future. So let's offload them. Let's get an asset or two. Let's see what happens, fam. Let's get it. Let's see what happens. So yeah, Indy again, tough matchup as well. But the way we're playing, the way we're surging, let's get it. Let's get it to 7, ladies and gentlemen. I give that one a dub. Yep. Give us your predictions in the chat right now as we go through the road ahead. These next 4 games, right? Try to keep a lid on this right now. But the Knicks are going to pull a dub going into Indiana right now. Then we go back to MSG, right? We're almost You're not going to know what it feels like, to play at home. It's been that long, it seems. So back home, Golden State, we catch a break. No Steph Curry, which is great. No Chef Curry for this year at MSG, right there. So yeah, the Knicks, it's going to be the biggest test, I still feel, out of these next 4. Golden State coming in. Jordan Poole's going to have to take over. Draymond Green usually gets chippy with Julius Randle as well. I want to see Julius Randle go at Draymond Green and get chippy with that situation, but keep his cool with that. And what probably the most satisfying win would be against Golden State, right? I'm not no hater, but I'm sick of Golden State. If I'm keeping it real, I'm just sick of seeing them, sick of hearing about them, sick of watching them as well. Again, I would love to be Golden State. For me personally, as a Knicks fan, that would be the sweetest win for me. The crowd would be chanting MVP. The garden would be buzzing. Everything would be lit in Knicks Nation if the Knicks go to Indiana, pull out the dub, go back to MSG, put the beat down on the Golden State Warriors for an 8-game winning streak. We would equal our streak from 2 years ago. And ESPN, all the haters, Knicks Nation will be buzzing at that situation, right? B. Willis, salute. It's always grime time. Q. Dot. I'm here since day one. Yeah, I salute you and all of Knicks fans. High on Grimes right now. High-end role player showing what he can do right there. More levels that he could go to, I feel, with the playmaking, the dribbling, the passing, all of that good stuff, fam. The shot is just money. H2O reincarnated right now. JJ, what you got? Salute. Knicks are playing great ball. Didn't see this coming. Still want to see it fully versus the fully healthy elite teams. Yep, that's fair. Absolutely. Me too. Fam, yep. I'm enjoying the ride. I'm enjoying this transformation, this change. But we got to see it longer. We got to see more. Uh, we got to seriously look at how do we add to this now, like chess. We gotta make strategic moves now because we got young pieces now. This is a situation that I can't remember as a 30-year plus Knicks fan us ever being in terms of a couple of borderline all-stars, flexibility with some salaries, a heap of plethora of picks with terms of that flexibility. I can't remember us being in situations like this. So where do we go from here? What do we do? Knicks Nation. I'm a fan of playing this season out. Look at the draft when it comes up, but make a strategic move at the draft if you can. Add some assets. Get rid of Rose, Fournier, Cam. See what you can get. Continue with these guys. Let them rock. Let them build chemistry as well. Because a lot of these guys, most of these guys are the Knicks' future as well. We're starting to see a, a whole team that's part of this nucleus, this core for the future for this team. So let's see. Hate losing to the Nets. Yeah, I hate that too. Yeah. But just something about the Golden State Warriors. I just want to beat them. I'm just sick of seeing their dynasty as well. To be good in the NBA is difficult enough, but to be good for over 10 years, something we've been robbed of as a Knicks fan as well. Just got me sick of the Golden State Warriors right now. All their antics and all their theatrics and all of that good stuff. And like I said, I'd love to see Mitchell Robinson, RJ, or Julius Randle put Draymond Green on a poster as well as Jordan Poole as well. Yeah, Grimes legit. Gotta love him. Yeah, fam. Gotta love that. That's moves that put your franchise forward, like legit 25th selection, right? And that's a classic case that I'll say right now, ladies and gents. That argument that some Knicks fans and fans make, oh, that this draft pick's in the late 20s, oh, it's a late first round pick, that don't mean nothing. That's bollocks right there. Any first round pick can count if you know talent. Desmond Bain, anyone heard of his name? Quentin Grimes, anyone heard of his name? Right? Some of these dudes do stumble a little in their come up in college, but they come up with legit talent as well. Bones Highland, those kind of guys, right? It don't matter where you pick in the draft, you can find talent, right? Jericho Sims, he's got talent. Miles McBride, with that situation. Lynn says, I'm going to need Mitch to have one of his rare 15 and 21 boards against Miles. Yep, great points. I'm looking for that. So he's going to be hype for that situation. That's the question, yeah, JJ. Where do we add? Everyone in the starting lineup playing well. If anything, maybe the upgrade of the bench a bit. Yeah, I think depth, fam, as well. But yeah, you gotta, I guess, make that move still if it's there. Like Pudge says, I'd love to see Quentin Grimes stick as the starting wing. But if there's a player better than him, you still do it. You know, like the Golden State Warriors, they added Andrew Wiggins. They got Jordan Poole coming off their bench, right? If you want to be elite in this league, you need elite talent off your bench. And Quentin Grimes off the bench would still be legit, would be elite. If we can add someone better, then still do it. I guess. You can't hurt no one. You can't worry about hurting no one's feelings as well. It's just tricky right now because chemistry's on the come up. Chemistry's sky high right now. That's why I'm more of a fan of just going through this deadline, seeing what's out there, but making big moves in the off season. You know, let these young kids show what they can do. Let them rock. They're winning defensively, which is great. Yeah, it won't be the same beating them without Curry. Yeah, facts, right? But the fact that it hurts Curry so much, I know the fact that he loves playing at MSG, the fact that he's going to be there in courtside in street clothes. I assume he's going to travel. Maybe he won't travel, but if he's there in the building in street clothes, right, sitting on the bench, and Q Dot hits a dagger in front of the Warriors bench, turns around and says something to Steph Curry, that'd have me juiced right there. You know, give them their own theatrics kind of thing. We know Draymond gets chippy at MSG, right? Let's get him out the game early. Also, no franchise is perfect. Ever heard of James Wiseman? Where the hell's he at? So even Golden State Warriors can fumble on a few things, right? So some Knicks, hit, some picks don't hit as well. Philadelphia whiffed on a few selections as well. Definitely Markel Fultz. What's his name? That other wing that they drafted as well that got injured. So yeah, something's tough right now. Yeah, Wiseman's in the G League. Wiggins could be back. Yeah, when we play them. Um, One thing the issue is about Poole, when you do have elite talent off your bench, that's the best thing because they can step up whenever someone goes down. Um, when a Steph Curry goes down, you can have Jordan Poole. Um, I mentioned at the end of the last show, what if Jalen Brunson can't play? What if he didn't play tonight? Who would step up? Would it be quickly taking on the starting point spot? I said I would love RJ to run some offense, maybe with the bench unit. You have Grimes and RJ running some offense as well. Maybe they're looking at Derrick Rose, like, hey, Derrick, let's keep you. You love to be a Nick. Let's keep you around for one more season, Derrick. Yeah, let's see what's out there. Maybe we do need some insurance, with the backup spot. Yeah, and Grimes was top 10 out of high school. Yeah, those are the things you look at when you're drafting. Yeah, players with that ability to exceed where they're at right now. Yep. Like Almighty's hits on as well. Butler, 30th pick as well. Yep. You gotta highlight the certain skill sets in a baller that can peak and also the hunger, the abilities they've got. Yeah. Lynn says, CT, the way you feel about Golden is how I always felt about Duncan Spurs. Yeah, great points. Um, yeah, the Spurs tick me as well, especially the '99 finals. Uh, yeah, it was heartbreaking to relive. But I was in school, and seeing a young Canby go up against them, when Pat went down, that was heartbreaking as well. Because I was just sick of seeing the Spurs again and again and again as well. And I was also sick of the Houston Rockets, of course, after '94 as well. Hakeem Olajuwon, the respect I have for them, but Kenny the Jet Smith and all of those dudes as well. But yeah, they irk me big time. And yeah, we can't take Grimes out of the starting lineup. Yeah, I think right now we just got to let him rock, let him ascend the way things are going. I mean, we've seen crazier things. Quentin Grimes could end up being a top 10 player in that draft, right? He could become a legit starting wing, all-star potential later down the track as well. We will never see that if we don't let Quentin Grimes, play more and do what he's doing as well. So yeah, it's just a great position the Knicks have been in. That's why as a 30-plus year Knick fan and many of you guys, I don't, I don't really feel like um, we've been in this position before. I can't remember with the flexibility we have, with the way we're playing, the potential as well. Of course, we got to make the right moves, and we got to supplement this situation with smart moves, to get to where we got to go. Right? We're still not at that point where we're a contender, a player in the East, but we don't look far off. I don't think for where we're seeing right now. Paul's an awful defender. He's very streaky. Well, Draymond is that leader, a tough guy. Yep. He doesn't get the credit he deserves. Does Draymond Green? There's no championship without Draymond Green, right? It's just shooters like Steph Curry and Klay Thompson. That's it, right there. Golden State is doing Wiseman like Looney, and he's better than that. Okay, yeah, I have got to see more of that. But yeah, Mitch and Wiseman, straight facts. Yep. He's still very young, yet the Knicks liked him as well. Yeah, different players play out different. Their path is different, I guess. But we've seen so many amazing young talents that take a while to get right. We're seeing Bol light it up now. I mean, that that surprised some people, but then it hasn't surprised some people. Michael Porter Jr. His rise quickly didn't surprise nobody. Andrew Wiggins came in the league slow, found his spot, in Golden State alongside some Hall of Famers as well. Um, I mentioned how important this is too. Players knowing their role, right? These New York Knicks, right? Brunson knows his role. Everyone knows Brunson's role. Julius Randle knows what his role is on this team, and every other player on the team knows Julius's role right now. Right? Quentin Grimes is starting to learn his role. Miles McBride knows what he's got to do, his role. IQ knows his role as well. I say all of that to say this because there's only one basketball, right? And there's five players on the court every time the whistle's going as well for both teams. Not every player can touch the ball. Not every player can shoot the ball, right? So, but you need players that do the dirty work, players that play to their other players' strengths on their team as well for the team to succeed, right? A team of five Kobe's isn't going to win, I don't think. A team of five Shaquille O'Neal's can't win. So the Knicks have found something with Miles, with Grimes, guys that when they don't have the ball, they know what to do, they know where to cut. Um, they're getting in passing lanes, they're making it tough, for the other teams as well. That's unselfishness as well. They're buying in. And I think that's what the ultimate success of the Golden State Warriors lies upon as well. With all those studs, Draymond Green knew what to do, knows what he's got to do as well. You've got to keep cutting. You got to have all the players move as well. I know Mitchell Robinson wants a bigger role. He's been vocal about that. He wants more touches as well. But he's not really whinging on the court. He's taken to social media sometimes, but on the court, Mitch is playing his role. He's just doing what's needed. Dribble pass off, setting a screen, rolling to the cup, putbacks, all of that. So he knows what he's got to do with that situation. That's why I think the Knicks are in a great position right now, because on offense, our offense looks a lot more organized. I will say it looks a lot more polished. With Brunson, they look patient. They find the opening, they probe. Julius gets down on the block, or there's a nice pick and roll action as well. The dribble handoff stuff's still there, but we can get downhill with RJ, with Brunson running around the curl as well. Yeah, and we were living at the rim, tonight, getting to the cup. So yeah, the Bulls were soft. It's funny because Dre was on any other team, I think he would just be considered another good role player. Yep, yep, yep. No lies there, fam. Yeah, he makes them other look better as well. Yep. There's been heaps of studs make other teams look better as well. Yep, facts. Let's look at that Bucks team. The Bucks team that beat Phoenix for their first championship with Giannis. Like a player like Chris Middleton was their closer. Right. If Chris Middleton was on some other, 6 seed team, he'd be their superstar as well. Drew Holiday played that role for that team as well, took them over the edge. Yeah, with that situation. So, yeah, this might sound outlandish, but like I said with Miles McBride, I think the Knicks could have found their Marcus Smart for the future. Just a character leadership kind of guy that's tough. Gives that team an identity. With the Boston Celtics without Marcus Smart would be looked upon around the league as something different. He was the heartbeat of that team and gave them a lot of that toughness. Because if I'm keeping it a buck, I don't think Jason Tatum, Jalen Brown are overly tough. They can defend. They're good players, but Marcus Smart was the one to do all that dirty work right there as well. So yeah, he deserves all that credit. Similar to what Miles McBride is giving us right now. Quentin Grimes, right? Jalen Brunson, probably 3 of the top 5 toughest players on this team. If I'm keeping it a buck, I'll probably say Mitch. I'll probably say Julius. I'll probably say Brunson, and then I'd say Grimes and McBride. It's no shot at RJ Barrett, but yeah, I want you guys to tell me who are the top 5 toughest players on this team that you think as well. I think I'll give you mine. I think it's Randle, Mitch, Brunson, McBride, and Grimes. They're the 5 toughest players on this team. IQ plays pretty tough, but he just misses out. Um, we miss some toughness. When we were getting soft losses like OKC 145 at home, all of that. I hope that's a thing of the past right now. Stanley says McBride is fantastic, but he's much smaller version of Smart. Yeah, that's the limitation. I agree with that. Yeah, he's not quite at that size at that level. But what I'm foreshadowing is I hope I could see that happening. I could see McBride unfolding with that kind of role. He doesn't seem that vocal or that outspoken, but I hope McBride comes out of his shell more and just takes that next level of dog in him, like a John Starks, basically. When you see Miles McBride do a great play, a great strip, a great steal and finish, he's very stoic. He gets back to the other side of the floor and he does his thing. He hasn't quite come out of his shell yet, I think with what I'm saying, with some swagger. But when John Starks would do a highlight play, a steal and a dunk, he would get giddy with it and he would do some things as well. So with Grimes, with McBride, that's what I want to see those guys do, is just get that Nick swagger going as well, because they're living their dream. I mean, they're influencing this team, and where it's going right now, and they need to be proud of what they're doing, out on the floor as well. But yeah, that's going to come with more minutes, I think, as they go along. Like with Marcus Smart, he knows who he is. When he's on the court, he chips, he gets in players' faces, he gets in the ref face, he does everything for that team. He sparks them, he gets it going right now. Even Jalen Brunson, when he takes a killer charge, like tonight, I want to see emotion. I want to see him, shout and scream as well. Chest bump, do all that thing, right? That'd take us all back to the 90s right now. This team has remnants of some of that as well. Yeah, and we're on a 6 game winning streak, and it's going to continue, I feel. But yeah, this team with more wins, more swagger, I think this identity that we're becoming is going to become more clearer and clearer around the league. Stanley's, McBride, Sims, Grimes, and IQ, and with Mitch, we have really quick, aggressive D. Yeah, switchability as well. I love that. They can all switch. That's the best thing about it. Grimes fights over screens. McBride does. Quickly does as well. Yeah. And in terms of big men around the league, we have two of the best big men that can switch onto a smaller player. Especially Sims, especially Mitch as well. Like you said, we can poke the ball away. And we could be aggressive on pick and roll defense. Yeah, with those guys as well. We can play up on it as well, right? So yeah, looking at this road ahead as we get ready to wrap this baby up after a huge win, 6 in a row, sweep in the Windy City. Almighty Finesse says, I have a question. What is our longest winning streak? Great question. I'll have to look at that up. But do you mean in history, or do you mean for in recent time? In recent time, it's definitely 8 from 2 years ago. It was eight straight, I feel. But yeah, someone else in the chat might know our longest streak in history. Okay, salute. Let me pull this baby up. Yep. I'm sure it'll definitely be in the 70s, fam. With the Walt Clyde, the Earl the Pearls. I'm pulling this baby up. Nick's longest winning streak ever. So the longest Knicks win streak of all time, yep, I was correct, is 18, fam. As Stanley puts it in the chat as well, salute. From 1969 to 70 season, yep. The Willis Reed-led squad, the championship team, right? That's where it's at. 18 straight. Man, that would have felt good back then. Right now it's 6 and it feels good right now. But yeah, so Indiana will get us to 7. I put that as a dub. The Golden State's going to be the biggest test right now. But what the hell? Without Steph, let's say 8. Let's say 8. Toronto is a tough one as well. So yeah, let's take a game at a time. But let's keep this thing rolling. You already know what it is. The Knicks are buzzing as well. Smash that like button. And we continue to roll out here, baby. The chat's on point all night. It was great chopping up this big win as well. We back on what is it, Sunday night, Indiana, at Indiana. Tough matchup. Let's get it with that one. But yeah, the Knicks are going to get a lot more attention around the league. Biggest win streak in the East currently right now. Surging up the standings. Let's pull up the East standings before we rock out with the NBA East standings right now. After this big win tonight, the Knicks go 3 games over 500, still in the 6th seed, in the outright 6th seed, with the 6-game winning streak, with just half a game, just one loss behind the Philadelphia 76ers as well, and two games back of the Brooklyn Nets in 4th as well. So yeah, in the clear playoff picture, but yeah, getting better with every single game, taking it game at a time. Right, yep, that's it. You already know what it is. Trini, salute Knicks Nation, salute chat, and salute Replay Gang. Peace. See you on the next one.